USSD code *3434# for easy access to all pension services. Public Service Pensions Fund, keeping the pension promise.
The news.
Hello and welcome to our news. To present the news, my name is Mwema Shanshima. We'll take a look at the headlines. Zambia's public debt to GDP ratio is projected to decline to 91.1% by December 2025, marking the first time in over 7 years that the figure will fall below 100% threshold, according to the latest report from the International Monetary Fund, IMF. Transparency International Zambia TIZ has voiced serious concerns about irregularities in the ongoing procurement of biometric voter registration equipment and software ahead of the 2026 general elections. Chilabomba District Commissioner has assured residents in the district that Molonga Water Supply and Sanitation Company will deliver a consistent and equitable supply of clean, safe drinking water within the next 2 to 3 months. And in sports, Polo goalkeeper Francis Mwansa has expressed strong confidence in Zambia's chances at the rescheduled 2024 African Nations Championship CHAN tournament. Join me for the details shortly.
The news. 88.5 Sun FM.
And now with the news. Zambia's public debt to GDP ratio is projected to decline to 91.1% by December 2025, marking the first time in over 7 years that the figure will fall below the 100% threshold, according to the latest report from the International Monetary Fund, IMF. The projection is detailed in the IMF Country Report number 25225, released on August 5, 2025. The report further anticipates a continued downward trend, with the debt ratio expected to reach 69.4% by 2027. Minister of Finance and National Planning, Dr. Stumbeko Msokotwane, welcomed the development, describing it as a reflection of Zambia's progress under its ongoing economic reform program. Dr. Msokotwane emphasized that a declining debt to GDP ratio signals growing microeconomic stability and boosts investor confidence, key drivers of job creation, national development, and wealth generation. He also noted that lower public debt levels create fiscal space, allowing the government to channel resources towards critical sectors such as infrastructure, health, education, and social protection. He added that reduced borrowing needs to contribute to lower financing costs and enhance Zambia's international credit standing. According to the IMF, Zambia's improved debt outlook stems from a combination of sustained fiscal discipline, successful external debt restructuring, and a strengthened macroeconomic framework under the Extended Credit Facility ECF arrangement.
Budget. So for all these reasons and a few others, when we're just coming out of the debt crisis, when we are just also coming out of that devastating drought of last year, and we are still struggling a bit here and there, government felt it prudent that the IMF program must continue. So the IMF program indeed must continue. And finally, on the IMF program, Of course, it has done us a lot of good. The financial support from the IMF has been good. I think when we came in,
Transparency International Zambia TIZ has voiced serious concerns about irregularities in the ongoing procurement of biometric voter registration BVR equipment and software ahead of the 2026 general elections. TIZ Executive Director Maurice Nyambe revealed that investigations have uncovered troubling developments involving two companies, Miru Systems, which has a controversial international track record, and Starlab, a relatively unknown firm, citing that both companies have advanced to the final stage of the tender process under circumstances, according to TIZ, stating that the organization has cast doubt on the integrity of the selection procedure. Mr. Nyambe noted that one bidder previously disqualified for failing to meet basic eligibility requirements, including the mandatory submission of audited financial statements, had its appeal unexpectedly upheld by the Zambia Public Procurement Authority, ZPPA. Meanwhile, more qualified and compliant contenders were removed from consideration. He further disclosed that whistleblowers have submitted evidence pointing to possible internal interference by officials within the Electoral Commission of Zambia, ECZ, allegedly favoring specific bidders. He warned that such manipulation threatens the transparency and fairness of the procurement process, emphasizing that these revelations could undermine public confidence in the legitimacy of the 2026 elections and erode trust in Zambia's democratic institutions. TIZ cautioned that unresolved irregularities may jeopardize the voter registration process, compromise the integrity of voter data, and cast doubt on the credibility of future electoral outcomes.
Now, given what our investigation has uncovered, we would like to call for the following. 1, the immediate suspension of the current due diligence process pending an urgent independent review. We also call for full disclosure of all shortlisted bidder profiles, evaluation criteria, and justification for any exclusions made. And last but by no means least, we would like to call for a comprehensive investigation by law enforcement agencies, including the Anti-Corruption Commission, into allegations of procurement manipulation. We wish to echo remarks made by Secretary to the Cabinet, Mr. Patrick Kangwa, last year at the Integrity Committee CEOs Forum, where he warned that corruption often thrives when senior officials fail to act on wrongdoing within their institutions. At the forum, he further urged public servants to fight corruption abuse and not to shield wrongdoers. We agree with this and stress that failure to address these revelations will fly in the face of government's professed commitment to fighting corruption, as envisioned in the national policy on anti-corruption.
Chililawombwe District Commissioner has assured residents in the district that Mulonga Water Supply and Sanitation Company will deliver consistent and equitable supply of clean, safe drinking water within the next 2 to 3 months. The assurance follows Mr. Chibinga's tour of the ongoing multi-million euro water infrastructure project funded by the government to address long-standing water challenges in the district. Speaking after the inspection, Mr. Chabinga expressed satisfaction with the progress made, commending Mulonga Water for its diligence and commitment to resolving the district's water supply issues. The district commissioner also praised the company's efforts to improve water quality and expand access across Chililabombwe.
Most parts of our districts, I think that will be put behind us. There's commitment on the part of Mulonga that they will have to ensure that all these newly installed facilities are put to function at full capacity, probably in the next 2 or 3 months. And if we get to that level, we want to believe that the water blues that our people are facing will be a story to put behind us. But I'd want to request our people that they are a serious stakeholder to this infrastructure improvement that Mulonga has undertaken using the same monies. We need to take ownership as a community. We must stop vandalizing.
Meanwhile, Bright Mutonga, Communications Manager for Mulonga Water Supply and Sanitation Company, highlighted the durability and quality of the infrastructure being installed. He said Mulonga Water and Storage Company has deployed a state-of-the-art systems that will serve the community for many years, adding that vandalism by unscrupulous individuals remains a serious challenge for the utility company. He called for greater public cooperation with technical teams working on the ground, emphasizing that community support is essential to completing the project on schedule. Once the new water network is fully operational, Mulonga Water will be able to supply clean water around the clock to the entire district.
Because you can't be repairing everything. What we are supposed to look at is where can we take water? Who needs water? Where can we? Now at the moment we are just doing repairs, so there's no improvement, because if a pipe has to repair it, there's no increase. So now we are looking at if all these things are important, it makes it easy. I think like we are saying, sometimes it's even the repairs. When you have reliable infrastructure, you can even plan for a repair, maybe on Thursday. You can even tell people on Thursday, that's when we are going to have repairs. So please prepare. But if you are going to have a pump which is breaking down regularly, you will find that you make a notice, the standard is supposed to be 48 hours. Before 48 hours, you have it breaks down. Then you repair. Then when the 48 hours comes, you can't turn.
This is Sun FM Radio and TV. We'll take a break, and when we return, we have more in sports news.
Keeping the pension promise. Public service pension. Till I wanted to secure the future of our members, even after retirement and lead a normal life. Keeping the pension promise.
Public Service Pensions Fund, reaching you in all 10 provinces of Zambia. PSPF, keeping the pension promise.
Welcome back, and thank you for staying with us. And now in sports news, Chipolopolo goalkeeper Francis Mwansa has expressed strong confidence in Zambia's chances at the rescheduled 2024 African Nations Championship CHAN tournament. Speaking to Faz Media in Nairobi, Kenya, Mwansa shared that the squad has settled in well since arriving in East Africa and is fully focused ahead of their opening match. He acknowledged that Zambia faces a challenging Group A, which includes hosts Kenya, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Angola, and Morocco. Despite the tough competition, Mwansa emphasized that hard work and unity will be key to achieving the team's goals. Meanwhile, Kenya secured 3 points on match day 1 with a 1-0 victory over DRC. Zambia will kick off its CHAN campaign on Thursday with a Group A clash against the DRC at Nyayo Stadium in Nairobi. And on that end, we end our news. But before we go, we take a look at the stories making headlines once again. Zambia's public debt to GDP ratio is projected to decline to 91.1% by December 2025, marking the first time in over 7 years that the figure will fall below the 100% threshold, according to the latest report from the International Monetary Fund, IMF. Transparency International Zambia TIZ has voiced serious concerns about irregularities in the ongoing procurement of biometric voter registration BVR equipment and software ahead of the 2026 general elections. Chililabomba District Commissioner has assured residents in the district that Mulonga Water Supply and Sanitation Company will deliver consistent and equitable supply of clean, safe drinking water within the next 2 to 3 months. And in sports news, Chipolopolo goalkeeper Francis Mwansa has expressed strong confidence in Zambia's chances at the rescheduled 2024 African Nations Championship CHAN tournament. Thank you for watching and listening. On behalf of the entire news crew and production team, my name is Mwema Shanshima. Stay tuned to Sun FM TV.
The news, 88.5 Sun FM.
The midday news on